Pasta alla Norma, a classic Sicilian pasta dish that doesn't get the fame it truly deserves. But today we are going to fix that. This dish is absolutely delicious and it's time to give it the spotlight it deserves. So let's dive right in and make some amazing pasta. To make this pasta, you'll need just a few simple ingredients. Pasta, traditionally made with rigatoni or penne, which I'm using today, but you can also use other shape as well. Garlic, extra virgin olive oil, canned peeled tomatoes, I will share more about those later, salt, black pepper, eggplant, fresh basil, and ricotta salata. Now I know that ricotta salata can be tricky to find outside of Italy or specialty stores. But don't worry, later in this video I will share some great alternatives that you can use without sacrificing the deliciousness of the dish. The first step is cooking the eggplant. Traditionally, Italians fry the eggplant in oil, but to avoid a greasy dish, we are going to bake it instead. Don't worry, baked eggplant is still delicious, and I think it's even better this way. Here is how to do it. Take one medium to large eggplant and cut it into bite-sized pieces. Traditionally, eggplant cut into strips and sometimes rounds for this dish. But I prefer bite-sized cubes. They bake more evenly and they're easier to eat. And of course, feel free to cut them into your preferred shape. Place the pieces in a bowl and drizzle with 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Season with salt and black pepper. And toss until evenly coated. Spread the eggplant evenly on a baking tray lined with parchment paper. If you think 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil is not enough, feel free to adjust the oil. You can add a few more tablespoons of olive oil. And bake in preheated oven at 420 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 210 degrees Celsius, for 20 to 30 minutes or until golden and soft. While the eggplant bakes, let's move to the sauce. Today I'm using San Marzano tomatoes because they are the perfect fit for pasta alla Norma. They are sweet, less acidic and bring so much flavor. If you don't have San Marzano tomatoes, marinara sauce or fresh ripe tomatoes works too. Or just make my homemade tomato sauce. Link to recipe in the description. First, place canned tomatoes in a bowl and mash them with a fork or potato masher. And set it aside. In a large pan, heat extra virgin olive oil and add crushed garlic. Cook it for about 30 to 60 seconds, just until it becomes fragrant. Be careful not to burn it. Add the mashed tomatoes to the pan and cook it uncovered for about 20 to 25 minutes. Before adding the tomatoes, make sure your flame is on low heat. While the sauce works its magic, let's prepare the pasta. Fill a large pot with water. Add a tablespoon of salt and bring to a boil. Pro tip: start this step early because boiling water can take some time. Once the eggplant is golden and soft, add it to the sauce. Stir well to combine and season the sauce with salt and freshly ground black pepper. Now cook the pasta to al dente. How do you know how long to cook? Well, it's simple. Check the instructions on the package. If it says cook for 10 minutes, cook it for 9. Some brands even list the al dente time, like here. So keep an eye on that. Before draining the pasta, reserve about half a cup of the pasta cooking water. This starchy liquid helps to bind the sauce to the pasta. Drain the pasta and add it directly to the sauce. Then add the reserved pasta water, a handful of fresh basil, and freshly grated ricotta salata. Now let's talk about ricotta salata. The name itself gives us a hint about what makes this cheese so unique. Ricotta means recooked in Italian, referring to how the cheese is made, and salata means salted. Unlike the soft, creamy ricotta most of us familiar with, ricotta salata is pressed, salted, and aged, resulting a firm, crumbly texture. This cheese is a staple in many Italian dishes, especially in Sicily, where it's used to add a final touch of flavor and texture to pasta, salads, and even roasted vegetables. If you can't find ricotta salata, no worries. Here are some great alternatives: pecorino romano, parmigiano reggiano, or even, Italians, please don't kill me, feta cheese. Yes, feta cheese works surprisingly well because it's salty and tangy, just like ricotta salata. So, if ricotta salata isn't an option, use any of these cheeses and your dish will still taste amazing. Once everything is combined, give it a good toss in the pan, let it cook for about a minute to combine all the flavors. Serve it up on a plate and garnish with extra cheese and basil leaves. Mamma mia, so good!